In the annals of ancient Persia, the tale of Faridun, the legendary king who divided his kingdom among his 3 sons, has been passed down through generations. It is a story of wisdom, justice, and the enduring bonds of family. Faridun, a descendant of the great hero Jamshid, ascended to the throne after vanquishing the evil tyrant Zahhak. With his reign came a golden age of prosperity and peace. However, as the years passed, Faridun grew weary of the burdens of kingship. He longed to spend his remaining days in contemplation and solitude. One day, Faridun summoned his 3 sons, Salm, and Iraj, to his grand palace. He had ruled wisely and justly for many years, and now it was time to pass on his legacy. "My dear sons," Faridun began, his voice heavy with emotion, "I have called you here today to make a momentous decision. I have resolved to divide my kingdom among you." The sons were astonished. They had never imagined that their father would relinquish his throne. "But father," Salm protested, "you are still strong and wise. You should continue to rule for many years to come." "I appreciate your words, my son," Faridun replied, "but my time has come. It is now your turn to lead our people." The middle son, spoke up next. "Father, I am honored by your trust. I will strive to be a worthy successor." Iraj, the youngest and most beloved of Faridun's sons, remained silent. He was overwhelmed with both joy and trepidation. Faridun smiled at his sons. "I have faith in all of you. You have been raised with the values of honor, justice, and compassion. I know that you will rule wisely and justly." With that, Faridun divided his kingdom into 3 parts. To Salm, the eldest, he gave the western lands, known as Rum. To he gave the eastern lands, known as Tehran. And to Iraj, he gave the central lands, known as Iran. Faridun then retired to a secluded mountain retreat, where he spent his days in meditation and prayer. He was content to watch over his sons from afar, knowing that he had left his kingdom in good hands. For a time, the 3 brothers ruled their respective lands in harmony. They consulted with each other on matters of state and supported each other in times of need. However, as the years passed, a seed of discord was sown between them. Driven by ambition and envy, began to resent his brother's power. He whispered lies and spread rumors, seeking to turn them against each other. Salm, ever the cautious and pragmatic ruler, remained aloof from Ter's machinations. But Iraj, the kind and trusting soul, was easily swayed by his brother's words. One fateful day, and his followers ambushed Iraj and his army. In the ensuing battle, Iraj was slain. Salm, hearing of his brother's death, was filled with grief and anger. He rallied his forces and marched against vowing to avenge Iraj's murder. The war between the brothers raged for many years, tearing the kingdom apart. Villages were burned, fields were laid waste, and countless lives were lost. Faridun, watching from his mountain retreat, was heartbroken by the sight of his sons' conflict. Finally, after years of bloodshed, Salm and agreed to a truce. They divided Iraj's lands between them, and the kingdom was once again reunited. However, the wounds of the war ran deep, and the bonds between the brothers were forever broken. Faridun, now an old and weary man, returned to his palace. He had witnessed the rise and fall of his kingdom, the triumphs and tragedies of his sons. In his heart, he knew that the division of his kingdom had been a mistake. It had led to conflict, bloodshed, and the destruction of his family. As the sun set on Faridun's reign, he summoned his sons to his bedside. With his dying breath, he spoke to them one last time. "My dear sons," Faridun said, his voice weak but firm, "I have learned a bitter lesson in my old age. The division of a kingdom is a dangerous thing. It can lead to strife, envy, and war. Remember my words, my sons. Never let the bonds of family be broken." With those words, Faridun closed his eyes and breathed his last. His sons, Salm and stood by his bedside, their hearts heavy with remorse. They had learned their lesson too late. And so, the tale of Faridun, the mythological king who divided his kingdom among his 3 sons, became a cautionary tale for generations to come. It is a story about the importance of unity, the dangers of ambition, and the enduring power of family.